Morning, everyone. Thank you for being here with my family and to help me celebrate the wonderful thing that UC Davis does with people and myself. And we call the concert Gracias, Danjabat in Hindi, and thank you. And for a reason, because we're a group of friends that are pretty mixed. When we went to Everett Base Camp, we lived the life of the Nepalese people. And my family friend from Nepal are here, and they took care of us. And I've been dealing with cancer for the last 5 years, but I'm here because I found my answers, which is the hardest part of, because that gives you the peace of mind. And I found the right place to, I need to talk. the right place to fight your sickness. And honestly, I never had a chance to think about cancer. I just had it teach me to enjoy life as it comes. Whatever adversity or whatever change, life-changing event that we go through, it doesn't mean anything. It just, more important is keep going. And I'm gonna first wanna thank God for giving me the opportunity to go to Everett Base Camp. And I keep a personal experience with him. And when I came back, I felt strong and healthy. I had a lot of support from dealing with my cancer and the adventure to go to base camp. A lot of positive thoughts, a lot of prayers from family, that's my kids, Luca, my grandson, Elisa, my wife, Haley. And this is self-explanatory. He is the king. So this is my fountain of energy. I also want to thank for my inspiration. Mariah is my former soccer player. We got cancer almost at the same time, but she was a inspiration for me because she, for what I read, with her mom and dad experiences, and the parents are here. And she was what I call an angel among us. And she told me to fight it and keep living. And they have my team. There's Sanjay, Samit, Dipendra, the one from Nepal, Sangeeta, Shiram, and Priya. And everyone was, including myself, was skeptical, and my doctor they can say that. And there was a choice for me either to base camp or they would take me to a psychiatrist. Good thing they choose to let me go to base camp. And they were out of their way to get me ready. From internal medicine, from my cancer doctor. I think I was, as we had doubts, but they were not as big as a positive thought and prayers. So enough of that. Now I want to thank, we have a family from Paris. They are very well-known musicians, and they came and visit us, but we put them to work. And but they are glad. The family haven't seen each other for a while, but we felt that we could do this. So thank you, Sergio, and his family for they will not be. The concert is a mixed concert. It has classical music, Indian music, and Peruvian music, dances, instruments, and I'm gonna let you enjoy it. I think it's a good mix, and that reflects what our families are. Everybody's a family. So Yuta is gonna take it over and start driving the concert.
So we will start with Madrigal by Philippe Gaubert. Philippe Gaubert is a French composer born in 1879. Madrigal is one of the most loved pieces he wrote. His melody expresses such a great emotional warmth, and that gives a great sense of peace, and that transports you in other places. So let being transported in other places by Sergio and Maisha.
todos ellos.
now we move to Germany, my country. Johann Sebastian Bach, or Bach, how you say. The third partita Gigue, the Gigue. Johann Sebastian Bach, born in 1685, was a German composer of the late Baroque period. Bach's hundreds of sacred works he wrote are seen today as a manifesting of his deep faith in God. A gigue is a lively Baroque dance, and with this one, Bach wanted to show the violence virtuosity performed by Sergio.
Incredible. Thank you so much. I'm Stephanie Wynn. I'm with the UC Davis Public Affairs Department, and I have the good fortune of representing the Cancer Center and working with cancer patients such as Ruben, which is just a pure pleasure. Did anyone watch the Kennedy Center Honors last week? Yes, I feel like we're right smack in the middle of the Kennedy Center Honors. It feels just like it. And as I watched Al Pacino step on stage to honor the famous film maker Francis Ford Coppola, all I could think of was Ruben. Really, everything Pacino was saying about Coppola, I thought sounded very similar. He's a trailblazer who sets goals that stretch higher and higher, who pushes himself and others further and further, who likes to break rules. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like our Ruben? And I'm not just talking about Ruben the cancer fighter who decides to make a trek to the base camp at Mount Everest, the one who won't take no from his doctors. Who can say no to Ruben, right? Anyone in this room? Because I know I can't. I cannot say no to this wonderful man with the biggest heart I know. It was just a few days before his trek when I first heard of Ruben's cancer story. I received a request from his doctors to create a UC Davis Health flag for a bladder cancer patient who was trekking to the base camp at Mount Everest in 3 days. So I worked with our marketing team, and they were so inspired by his story and what he wanted to do, which was to travel up to 18,000 feet with our UC Davis Health flag, with our logo. They turned it around in 2 days, which is quite a feat here for such a large organization. And I told him, Ruben, okay, we have your flag, but you need to come back with your story because I want to interview you for an article and I want photos. Well, he came back with much more than that. He came back with video. So we were able to share that video with local TV stations. Ruben did several interviews, and he did interviews with our own filmmaker here, Chris Nelson, in the back of the room, who produced something in Spanish for all of our Spanish language viewers out there. So it was just incredible, the pictures he brought back from his trip. And, you know, it was just a pure pleasure to put that story into words, into an article that I wrote for our Cancer Center magazine, Synthesis. It inspired me so much that I ended up making him our cover story. And we have copies of the magazine back there for everyone to take. Grab one before you leave today. During my interview with Ruben, within the first few minutes, we realized that we were part of a very unique tribe. We were both part of the startup team of the California ISO back in 1998. And it was an incredible challenge to try to bring on the first competitive wholesale electricity marketplace for North America, and to take over management of California's power grid. Ruben was one of the IT leaders that made it all happen. He is incredibly brilliant. And then you couple that with his passion for life and his heart and how he shows and shares that compassion with his community that's very broad, as we can all see today. I do recognize a few familiar faces in the room, even if I can't remember names. But it's really wonderful to be part of Ruben's story, and I just thank all of his ISO family who are here today, all of his friends and family here, and his Cancer Center family. He has quite a Cancer Center family now. We are just so honored that he wanted to bring this concert of gratitude to our Cancer Center for all of you, and also for our doctors and our nurses and fellow cancer patients. So thank you very much for all the performers today. There's an incredible amount of talent in this room. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Nabrisa Fish, who is going to let you know how you can get even more involved with the Cancer Center family.
Hi everyone, my name is Nabrisa Fish and I'm part of the development team here at the UC Davis Cancer Center. My role focuses on building partnerships with our community of supporters to advance the incredible work happening here. Today, Ruben invited me to share that philanthropic gifts have a profound impact on our mission to provide life-saving care and groundbreaking research. Donations fuel our efforts to ensure early detection, deliver precise and personalized treatments, and ultimately reduce cancer mortality rates. These contributions empower our teams to improve outcomes for every patient and give them the best hope for a cure. For those interested, you can choose to support the General Cancer Fund, which benefits all areas of the Cancer Center, or specifically the Bladder Cancer Research Fund, which is utilized by Dr. Mamta Parikh to drive advancements in bladder cancer research and care. You can use your phones to scan the QR codes on the screens, or there are donation forms at the exit on the small counter where you entered. Every gift makes a difference and brings us closer to a future without cancer. Thank you for being part of this vital work, and thank you, Ruben, and your family, and all the amazing performers for this concert. We are extremely grateful.
Okay, this is an amazing place to be treated. They just happen to give you a peace of mind along the way.
So, Just Dance, Feeling Good by Michael Bublé, performed by Krümer. Her name in English her name in English means haze. She's a 14-years old French student, passionate by dancing, classical, contemporary and jazz that she has been learning since very young in the conservatory in Paris. Today she will perform her own choreography on the so well-known Feeling Good by Michael Bublé. And so I wish you to feel good with Feeling.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this whole world is a new world, and the whole world for me. Of course.
Thank you guys. Hello everyone. Happy holidays. Before I say something, luckily we have two more members here from that team. So I'd like to invite both of them on the stage. Shriram, Dipendra, can you guys please step forward? So, I think Stephanie, she put it well, describing Ruben. I'll try to add more because we've been with him a very first-hand encounter on not only that trip, but before that we did one more trip in India. But this was different because of his health status. So, I'm going to say something on fight or flight. So this word first I heard, I still remember that day. We were practicing together, we were walking the trail. And he mentioned, and he was very excited about this book that he read, Flight or Fight. I remember it was a couple of hours or more hike, and he didn't stop talking about it. So I did not realize that. I was not paying attention that day. So, but when we went to Everest, I really saw what it means for him. So we reached in Kathmandu at our Dipinder's house 7 days before. And from that day onwards, the moment we landed there, I saw some different Ruben. He was much organized. He was focused. He would stay in the room. He would collect all the energy, and I didn't realize that he was getting ready for something that is difficult. I never realized that. So when we were on the trail, I think you both will agree, he showed me a different passion, commitment, and also he was so focused. He was with us, but only during breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He kept his space, irrespective of the team members. He would be with us, then he would maintain his pace. So when he came back, that's when I calculated that he did everything that we are supposed to do, and I was exactly opposite of him. That's why I could not touch the Everest Base Camp. So I learned a very big lesson that if I have to put a list of do's to get to the Everest Base Camp, then I have to just exactly follow Ruben. But there was this different kind of aura and energy. I didn't see that in 2017 when I was with him, but the fight that he did, he is a true ambassador for this word fight or flight, which I realized and he taught me, and I share this story with a lot of people across the world because I travel a lot. For me, this was an amazing experience, and thanks to Ruben, that his story not only in US but I've shared in different countries, and everyone, they roll their eyes when they hear his story. So thanks a lot, Ruben, for being our partner and showing us what to do. I'll make sure next time I follow your footsteps. And so next performance is by Shriya Sharma. She is pursuing her PhD in Industrial Organization Psychology from Florida Tech University. She has a passion for singing and music from very young age. And the song that she picked relates to something that we are celebrating today. It's from a movie where there was a magician who got into a very big accident, and he was paralyzed from here under, and he filed a petition to kill himself. And he had a nurse who wanted to show him day in, day out that live for today. So that's one she's gonna sing here. Thank you, guys.
मिल गई उलझ सितारे आके आंचल से गाँव ज़मीं पे है या बादल पे उलझ सितारे आके आंचल से जी ली उम्र सारी इस पल में कुछ भी नहीं अब मेरे कल में उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी रातें ख्वाबों से मुड़ी ये जाने मैं कहाँ उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी रातें ख्वाबों से मुड़ी ये जाने मैं कहाँ मिल गई आज आसमां से आ गई आगे मैं जहां से ये क्या हुआ उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी रातें ख्वाबों से मुड़ी ये जाने मैं कहाँ उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी रातें ख्वाबों से मुड़ी ये जाने मैं कहाँ उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी ख्वाबों से मुड़ी ये जाने मैं कहाँ Thank you.
Hello all, my name is Vatsalya Narayanaswamy and I am a senior at Folsom High.
Hello, my name is Sahana Shankar and I'm a senior at Vista Del Lago.
I'm Sweta Karthik and I'm a freshman at Vista Del Lago.
We are senior students at Kaladara Arts Academy and are disciples of Srimati Mathura Vishwanathan. Kaladara is a non-profit registered dance academy in the greater Sacramento to impart quality Indian classical performing arts to children living abroad. I'd like to thank the organizers of today's showcase for giving us this opportunity and to thank the UC Davis Cancer Research Center for this space to present our items. The first item that we will be presenting is a Pushpanjali. This Pushpanjali describes one of our gods, Muruga, who is the son of Shiva and Parvati, and shows him as a god of victory and battle, protecting everyone from the top of the hill where he presides. The song is followed by a Pushpanjali, which is a short piece of intricate rhythm patterns and is usually done as an invocatory item. This Pushpanjali is set in our classical tune, Mohanam, Talam Adi, and is choreographed by our teacher, Srimati Mathura Vishwanathan. And then following that will be our second item, Mahalinga Vibhu. Lord Shiva is the destroyer of evil and the prevailing consciousness of the five elements. O Lord Mahalingam, who is surrounded by Lord of Chidambaram, Lord Tyagaraja, the Lord of Ganas, with a bent tusk, the Swaminatha, who is the teacher of the meaning of Pranava and the temple protector. Mahalinga Vibhu is set in Ragam Shivaranjani, Talam Adi, and is choreographed once again by our teacher, Srimati Mathura Vishwanathan.
कृपासमुद्रं सुमुखं त्रिनेत्रम् जटाधरं पार्वती भावभागम् सदाशिवं रुद्रम् अनन्तरूपम् चिदम्बरेशं हृदि भावयामि चिदम्बरेशं हृदि भावयामि
Well, how are you enjoying the performances so far? For this part of the program, we're going to have the Peruvian contribution. The marinera is a Peruvian national dance, and the musical genre is originated from a variety of influences. The samba cueca, a popular dance among African slaves brought to Peru in the 16th century. The Spanish contradanza, which is a traditional element of the marinera. Marinera also includes elements of the Andean samba cueca. The marinera is a graceful courtship dance where dancers circle, spin, and promenade using their handkerchiefs. There are many variations of the marinera. Today we're going to enjoy the marinera norteña de Ancopana from the northern part of Peru and the montonero de Quipeño from south of Peru. We're fortunate to have Kiara Yalan, which is our queen here in Sacramento. She has won the right to compete in the world competition of the marinera, the equivalent of the World Cup for soccer fans, or the Super Bowl for the football fanatics. And her partner, Eric Herrera, two-time world champion of the marinera.
Déjame que te diga la gloria del ensueño que evoca la memoria del viejo puente del río y la alameda. Déjame que te cuente el limeño, ahora que aún perfuma el recuerdo, ahora que aún se me hace en un sueño el viejo puente, el río y la alameda. Jazmines en el pelo y rosas en la cara. Ay rosa caminaba, la flor de la canela derramaba lisura y a su paso dejaba aromas de mistura que en el pecho llevaba. Del puente de la alameda a menudo piel la lleva por la vereda que se estremece al ritmo de su cadera. Recogía la risa de la brisa del río, al viento la lanzaba del puente a la alameda. Déjame que te cuente limeña, ay deja que te diga morena mis pensamientos. A veces así despiertas del sueño que entretiene morena tus sentimientos. Aspira de la lisura que da la flor de canela, adórnala con jazmines matizando tu hermosura. Alfombras de nuevo el puente y engalana la alameda, el río compasa su paso por la vereda. Y recuerda que jazmines en el pelo y rosas en la cara. Ay rosa caminaba, la flor de la canela derramaba lisura y a su paso dejaba aromas de mistura que en el pecho llevaba. Del puente de la alameda a menudo piel la lleva por la vereda que se estremece al ritmo de su cadera. Recogía la risa de la brisa del río, al viento la lanzaba del puente a la alameda.
Thank you, Michael. That was, I called my doctors. There was a couple of doctors that made getting ready to go to Everest camp. And I'm gonna call first a doctor, Colin McNamara. And he the one that made me believe that I was Superman. He did a high altitude stress test, and that's how he evaluated if I was respond. So.
Hi everyone. Like I said, my name's Colin. You might know me as Dr. McNamara. First, what a blessing to be among such talented artists today. Thank you all for sharing that with us. That was quite lovely. And I think I'll just go ahead and start off by continuing the theme of gratitude throughout this and express my gratitude to you through the story of how I met you and what it's meant to me since then. And so I met Ruben a little bit before his Everest Base Camp trip. And on my clinic schedule, it just happened to say, like, medical clearance. And I said, okay, most of the time that's a small, minor procedure, no, small beans relatively. But surprise, surprise, when someone with the medical history that we all know came in and wanted medical clearance for going to Mount Everest Base Camp. Internally, I raised my eyebrows. I hope it didn't show on my face. And I got boxed in to, I think, what a lot of the physicians that you had met with before, that the doubt and the fear, and boxed in by the risks. Everything in medicine, and really in life, is balancing the risks and the benefits of every decision and everything that we do. There was something in particular that keyed me off and realized that I needed to check my doubts and my fears, and it was his smile when he talked about it. This man's smile is unlike anything else. And that's when I realized I needed to listen. And so he talked about what it would mean to him, and we did what we needed to do. We ordered the tests, we did the medicines, and we did everything we could to mitigate the risks. And so I hope that you all move forward with a little bit of that lesson of do not be boxed in by the fears and the doubts that you might have. Do what you can to mitigate the risks, but don't close yourself off to the enormous benefit that can come from these scary decisions that we make. Briefly, and I haven't had a chance to really talk to you about this, and so I'd like to share what meeting you in this experience has meant to me personally to help give people an idea of what an amazing man this is. This holiday season, I was watching It's a Wonderful Life. I'm a little bit of a sappy guy, one of my favorite movies, and Clarence, the angel who comes to help George Bailey, says at one point, strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many others' lives. And of course, I thought of Ruben. There are a lot of things that drew me into medicine, the obvious conscious reasons of wanting to offer healing and help people. And one of the things I realized that as I moved on is that something beautiful can happen when you leave your heart open. And there are times that patients can offer healing and have offered healing to me from wounds that I did not know that I had. There are times in my residency when we met, and since then, where it's taken everything that I've had to get out of bed and go to work. And there have been a handful of times, and I hate to say it, where it took more than what I had. And in those times, I looked at the picture that you gave me of you and your team on Mount Everest Base Camp, and that gave me the strength that I did not have those days. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. And just very quickly, just wanted to let you know, again, thank you for giving me the strength to continue on, and thank you for teaching me how to really truly help those that I see in my practice. And I promise you that I will continue to leave my heart open despite the pain it may bring or the risks that are there, so that I can continue to reap the great benefit that you have taught me in what it means to be truly open to one another, to listen to my patients, and to offer and receive healing.
Dr. McNamara is officially part of the Firefly team.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I have this. On those hard days, we have it right here.
Well, the dog is officially part of the Firefly. And now, the person that led my treatment and the one responsible for letting me go to Everest. She's also a member of the Firefly team.
Yes, I did not bring my shirt because I have to go to clinic after this. But I like the phrasing that I let you go to Everest Base Camp because that makes it sound like anyone was going to stop Mr. Munoz from going to base camp. And as Colin already mentioned, it's clear that he was going to go one way or the other, and I never said no. But I wanted to thank you all for coming today to this occasion, and to Mr. Munoz and his family for the generosity of putting on this concert. What an amazing amount of talent that you all have demonstrated today. I was very moved by all of it, so thank you so much. Taking care of patients with cancer is a true privilege, and I don't take that for granted. What's more, we learn from every patient that we treat. And in Mr. Munoz's case, I have learned an immense amount. We have a better understanding of how to improve immune therapy because of Mr. Munoz's willingness to participate in a clinical trial, which is our way of advancing cancer treatments. And he had a very good response to treatment, but we also learned about all the side effects that come with that. But I've learned about things that are just as important, about honoring a patient's wishes and goals. And Mr. Munoz has always made it clear that the quality of life is something that he values really highly. And that's something that we have to consider as we develop better treatments for patients. That includes improving the quality of people's lives and allowing them to achieve all of their goals and dreams. So he also taught me a great deal when he successfully hiked to Everest Base Camp, as everybody has already mentioned, about resiliency and willpower. And I'm sure you'll all join me in commending him as an inspiration to us all. And I think about my patients every time I'm thinking about the research that I do. One cannot happen without the other. And Mr. Munoz, you've been a great inspiration to me. And I look forward to continuing to take care of you. Thanks again for coming today.
You connect very well because she was in Peru.
Oh yes, I did want to mention it, but the first time I met Mr. Munoz, I told him that, because he said he was from Peru, and I mentioned that I'd hiked the Inca Trail. But at that time, that was the first time we'd met, I did not realize how extensively he's hiked, and he kind of smiled at me, but clearly I was about to find out what a real hiker can do. So yeah.
We have a little gifts as a thank you for the participants. Maisha Garcia. We have one from Brumi Garcia. We have Shirley Sharma. Dr. Colin McNamara. Kiara Jalan. and for Sergio Garcia.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you for helping us get to know how good of a job I've been getting, and when we get a UC Davis help. It was an amazing experience for me, and amazing results. So, thank you, and we'll probably have to do this again. We're gonna have the doctor singing next time. Thank you.